Hello everyone, the Angry Critic back. I'm here to review the classic movie Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. This is this is DVD. Yeah, looks bland, I know, but this is for my cousins since I went to Christmas sale and they let me borrow a few DVDs and this was one of them. And the reason why it's like this, because, well, apparently my cousins, their parents, my aunt and uncle, took a bunch of, um, had some DVDs from Blockbuster and whipped them out and burned them into those, blank, there's a blank DVD plus all disc. So, yeah. But anyway, this movie, it's a classic. Uh, I never really grew up with Star Wars. Like, always knew they were popular and that, always, and a lot of people loved them, but I never really cared for Star Wars at first. But after, because I'm on vacation for Christmas, which is almost over sadly, but I spent the last few days binge watching Star Wars, starting with the classic 1977 A New Hope, and I also watched the other two movies. I don't own this though. This is from the library that I rented for a week. But yeah, I watched the other two movies: The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. This and it was fucking awesome. Like, just loved the movies. So anyway, I'm not here to talk about those. I'm here to talk about A New Hope. And A New Hope. It's a it's about you all know what the plot is. Like, I'm probably going to explain it anyway, but in a galaxy far, far away, George Lucas put himself on the pop culture map and cemented his status as a legend with his classic battle between good and evil. Intrepid Luke Skywalker, his trusted droids, his smuggler Han Solo, face all against Darth Vader trying to save Princess Leia and destroy Death Star, and a little help from Obi-Wan Kenobi never hurts. Yeah, the characters are awesome. Like, Luke Skywalker is great. I like how he's, as the main character, and I like how he's not, like, super badass or super awesome all the time. Like, he just seems like a in this world some normal kid living in the desert with his aunt uncle on this desert planet, and he's let me get my phone because sorry about that. I wanted to get my phone, but anyway, I like how him just living with aunt uncle and the Luke in the desert planet. I forgot what it was called, but this is kind of like the first time I watched this movie, so don't get up on me for not knowing every detail of this movie. But he one point he's on this journey. Well, I'm just gonna check Wikipedia. I want to know what exactly happened. Anyway, Bill, but my webcam got all messed up. But anyway, what was that? What was I? Oh, Luke is forced into on this journey after to rescue Princess Leia after the Stormtroopers, Darth Vader's henchmen, destroyed his home, killing his aunt and uncle on that farm place he was living at, and he decides to join. Uh, he decides to join the Gold R2D2, and what was the Gold? Is C3PO? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he joins him, R2D2, and Han Solo, who's a smuggler, who's played by the great Harrison Ford, who played Indiana Jones. Yeah, and he also joined as like his mentor for the movie, Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Al Goodness. And they go on a mission to rescue Princess Leia and well, while there appears Darth Vader has like is building a Death Star, and some point in the movie he like destroys an entire planet just to make a point to get people to obey him. And you know what? Let me read the recap from Wikipedia because I'm kind of lost. But so well they kind of go and try to rescue. They kind of get to know the characters, and you know what? I don't think we need to explain the plot because everyone knows about it. But you also get introduced to Chewie, the big hairy beast guy, who just yeah. That's one of the things that did bother me throughout the movie. Sorry about that, but like back there, just wanted to get something to eat, but just have fruit, just have fruit up, fruit, fruit up or something. I don't know. It's one of my Christmas gifts, 60 pack. Anyway, I don't think we need to explain the plot. Okay, come on. Everyone kind of knows about the plot at this point, right? The point is, uh, the effects. The characters, Luke just seemed like a normal kid in his fantasy world, of course, but he's kind of supposed to go on this journey after the stormtroopers killed his aunt and uncle in his home, and he tags along with characters like Han Solo and Chewie, and RDT2 and the Gold Robot OCPO or something. I don't know. there goes Obi-Wan Kenobi, and as they and Han Solo is pretty good in this movie. Harrison Ford nails the role, but I always perform as Indiana Jones. Go on. He was honestly the best in those movies. I don't know how you guys feel, but I perform those movies. But I can get kicked out in Han Solo as well. And Princess Leia, played by Carrie Fisher, she's pretty good too. I like about her character though, she's not the damsel in distress as I predicted she would have been. No, she can kick some fucking ass. Like the opening when she's trying to escape from Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers, she's have like a big ray gun and just shooting at them, but gets captured. But she's not like completely useless. She can kick ass when she can, and I like about that. And I think the reason why she was captured was because amid a galactic civil war rebel allowing spies and storm planes in the Galactic's Empire's Death Star, and massive station capable of destroying the entire planet. Emperor Sinister Imperial Sinister Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan secretly one of rebellion's leaders, has obtained its schematics, but her starship is intercepted by an Imperial Death Destroyer under the command of the ruthless Darth Vader. Before she is captured, Leia hides the plans in the memory system of astromech droid RDT2 who flees an escape pod to the nearby desert planet Telenine alongside his companion protocol droid C-3PO. Yeah, she's able to sneak all the information to RDT2, and like I was just not just completely able to get kidnapped or rescued all the time. Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Alec Guinness, he's pretty good too. He's awesome in this movie. Kinda like he plays Luke's mentor, and it was sad to see him get killed off at the end of the movie, but I like how he's just like telling Luke to use the Force while trying to having this big uh, shootout with Darth Vader throughout the, I think, Death Star, I think. Just let me get started on the effects. The effects are the effects, well, some of them look kind of dated here and there, but this was made in the 1970s, and it could look gross, look worse, but some of them can still look pretty good too, like the opening of Darth Vader's big ship with Princess Leia's ship shooting at each other. It looked fantastic to this day nowadays. I like how to use actual sets and not CGI shit like nowadays because I'm so fucking tired of watching CGI made through effects nowadays. But anyway, the effects, like, yeah, I will admit, not all of it aged well. Like, when you're using like actual sets, like, I really like how they use actual sets, but at times with the models and the flying ships, it kind of looks fake. Like, I can tell at times it just looks like a set. But I do prefer the CGI shit, cause ugh. But I just like the shootouts through space is awesome to watch. Like them just like the scene with Han Solo and Luke is shooting at other ships when they were escaping from Darth Vader's clutches, and I really like how they I really like how it was shot. Like yeah, it looks a little fake, but them just shooting at like it's some kind of shooter game, and going on seats and just twisting around and trying to destroy the little ships that swarming around them. That was pretty good. And them in the garbage chute, them trying to all characters stuck in there, like trying to escape, and while they're still in Darth Vader's ship and almost get crushed to death. They're trying to hold it down because it's one of those garbage chutes that like slowly courses down, and they're trying to hold stuff down, and it's getting crushed. They like try not to get crushed, and I like how they this full of garbage, and it's like it's also kind of flooded, and they try to it's like other slime worm into like slime worms trying to that's attacking them, and yeah, the slime worm, the worm they had to dodge through, it didn't look that great nowadays, but I should point out the scene where Han Solo meets this giant slug monster. Uh, it's CGI, and well, this was a deleted scene, but there's a scene where Han Solo talks to this giant monster guy, like like he was in the Return of the Jedi, where he was like the kind of main antagonist for the opening of the movie. Like he's clearly CGI, and originally it was another person Han Solo talks to, but the CGI though on that guy, it didn't look very good. Like some because they added effects layer through layer releases, and I was watching the like DVD one, of course, and I think it's yeah Jedi the Hutt, I think this guy, and it could didn't look very good, and the CGI looked kind of. Yeah, it's like they made a lot of changes throughout the movies through changes of CGI and shit, and I can't see why. It looked really out of place compared to the other effects, and yeah. But I really like how they how some of the shoot, yeah, but the whole big garbage shoot scene was pretty suspenseful. I really like that, and I like how RDT2 and the gold robot, because I keep forgetting his name, trying to I don't know, trying to like I think because we're back up of the other ship side of the ship, trying to I think deactivate the garbage chute. garbage airlock chute, and they do, but ever kill those, they're having a giant pole thing to hold down the wall, and it almost and when they think they hit, and when it like backs up and stops, they're like so cheering, but they ODT2 and the other robot, they hear it and they think they're getting crushed to death. And that was pretty funny. But the big scene with Luke and Darth Vader and then the whole shootout with in the Death Star of ships flying all over the exterior, all over the planet, Deathway ship, the Death Star, and I really like that. I really like how they're just going from how it's like it's so big, there's like these big clock lines for ships to fly over, and I really like, and that's a pretty awesome idea. And like I said, the effects aren't amazing nowadays, but it's still pretty cool and much better than CGI. Because I'm so sick of CGI, and I'm pretty sure you tell me saying that. But uh, but that was just like how the green screen effects and everything, and it was so cool to look at, and just Luke just hearing his mentor Obi-Wan Kenobi tell him to use the Force to somehow dodge Darth Vader while he's trying to vaporize him, and like Darth Vader gets sent off to space when the Death Star gets destroyed. And I gotta admit, when I first watched this movie, I expected more because a lot of the other scenes from The Empire Strikes Back I expected to see here in this movie, but it ends with, I guess, Luke and Han Solo being knighted for destroying the Death Star, and it ends right there. I'm like, what? That's it? I thought it was going to be more like. I don't want to necessarily spoil the scenes when the Empire Strikes Back, but I expected more. I expected the whole thing to be like, I think with the climax stuff, like Luke and Darth Vader have uh, find off, like, okay, the lightsabers, they're pretty cool to look at. Like, they use, like, the director, George Lucas, and this didn't have a lot of trouble time with production, though, with the first movie, and a lot of the sets had to be used, make at the last second, and it's kind of one of those movies where they have a lot of issues of production, because money, I guess, and George Lucas, the director, was very socially awkward and depressed, I think, at the time, but there's a lot of changes with the script, but what I heard, and that they had to like finish, like they had like a week left at that point, and Hollywood at one point threatened to shut down production and cancel the movie if but then finish it in in over a week because they were taking too long or delays all the time. But the scenes with Darth Vader and Luke facing off in the Empire Strikes Back, I expected that scene in New Hope, but no, apparently that was in the second movie, so I was completely confused at the time. But I really like how the chemistry between Princess Leia and Han Solo, it's okay. Like I didn't see much chemistry in them. This is not a lot of scenes, and it's kind of that cliche where they kind of fighting all the time, acting like they're not gonna get together, but we all know they're gonna get together anyway. But they kind of mess. They kind of have a somewhat of a love triangle with Luke, but that kind of changed Leia when he was in Return of the Jedi that he was Princess Leia's brother. So I'm glad they did not hook up. But Princess Leia and Han Solo, I didn't see much chemistry in them. Like, I just, it was like, yeah, I guess it was a little, guess it was cute and all, but didn't see, I never thought there was, I didn't see anything amazing when it comes to chemistry with these two, but it was something like that nice, and I like how Han Solo, he's not, he kind of reminds me of Indiana Jones a bit, which is also played by the same actor. He's kind of selfish and kind of does things for the wrong reasons, like he does the right thing. Like at one point in the scene where Luke argued about with means of rescuing Princess Leia of you know Han wanted to just abandon her because it would somehow compromise the plan, stop Darth Vader's plan, I think. But then he like talks him into rescuing her after mentioning that she has she's rich and could like be rewarded with a huge paycheck if you rescue her, and he says do that. Listen to Luke because he thought he was gonna get paid handsomely for it. And I like how he's like a smuggler, and he's just I guess this seems kind of I guess on his own side, and it's not exactly a entirely likable character, but I like how and I think Darth Vader is just awesome as a villain. Like he's just ruthless, and he, of course, it's him kidnapping Princess Leia and going to execute her for information, and and he just destroys the entire planet just to make a point. At one point was while I was in preschool or kindergarten, I was dressed up as Darth Vader for Halloween, and I like it was and that was awesome for me to dress up like Darth Vader, even though I wasn't that into Star Wars in the past. But I just like Darth Vader. He's ruthless. He's just straight up evil, and I think it's pretty appropriate for him to have that big rap battle contest in that YouTube channel, rap battles of his epic rap battles of history with Adolf Hitler, because they're both just as equally evil, and just love that. And just I thought the costumes were awesome. The weapons, the lightsabers were pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's awesome. And I just imagine I don't think I ever owned one with a toy as a toy, but stuff like that, like that's awesome. Like I could see, I bet I won't be surprised if that what makes Star Wars popular alone, because this lightsabers just glowing up and just other people just hitting them with the other stick, like that's badass right there. Like each different colors, like blue and green, it's awesome, and I think they use like wood sticks and they like use some other technology to have it glow in the dark and like combine that bit, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I like how Stormtroopers costumes though, they look kind of weird in my opinion. I don't know. Like I think Darth Vader's costume looks awesome, but with the Stormtroopers looks kind of weird. I don't know. They just look weird. I don't know what this bugs me a bit how the Stormtroopers look, but maybe it's the faces, the chins, the helmets. I don't know, but other than that, what else? Oh, I like how in this one of these movies, well, it kind of creates its own rules and how the like there's humans, creatures, monsters, or aliens combined. Like I don't get it evil, but it's kind of one of those movies you have to turn off your brain and accept whatever it gives you, and it kind of works ironically. Like, it kind of makes the film fun though. Like, it just has its own rules. It's not all realistic all the time. Like, you don't really. I don't find myself trying to find some logic here or there. Like, as long as it's entertaining, it's fun to watch. I'm willing to accept that. Just how weird and how it doesn't make sense at the same time. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Star Wars: A New Hope. I think I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend this movie, or the trilogy, the original trilogy at least. If you have watched these movies, watch them. Start with A New Hope. I haven't watched the prequels yet, The Phantom Menace or the other two movies that fell before A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and The Empire Strikes Back. I haven't watched those yet. I did last night watch The Force Awakens from 2015, and I think that was a pretty good movie too. But yeah, if you have watched these movies, go and do yourself a favor, watch them. These movies are classics, and the costumes are awesome. The sets are great. Let's watch them. I'm gonna give this like 9 out of 10. Highly recommend this movie. The reason why 9 is because, well, some of the effects look kind of cheesy nowadays. But watch these movies and see and tell me what you think. So yeah, this was my review of Star Wars: A New Hope. This is It was great to be back, and Happy New Year's Eve, by the way. It's now going to be 2022 tomorrow. Wow, I don't believe it either. Anyway, this was anyway. Hope you guys leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and start with the Star Wars movie, A New Hope. If you really want to get into the franchise, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.